try that again. You're on.
Good morning, we're back. Just a few technical issues there, our network popped. Oops. So rather than try and rejoin from where we were, I'm going to start as if it's just a complete restart and we'll just delete the older videos. So I'm going to come in with a square and I'm going to size that to 5 by 5. Okay. I'm going to bring it in a little bit from our edge. I'm going to duplicate it, so I'm just pressing and holding Alt and just click and drag to bring in a copy. And I'm just going to slightly overlap them. Okay. Can even go slighter than that, so you want a tinier overlap but still overlapping. We're going to select both shapes. We're going to go to align and we're going to align to top. Okay, that's making sure that our two halves of our card are in sync. We're going to weld them together. We're going to bring in a square. We're going to take that over the top of the diamonds.
I don't think everybody saw this bit because it locked up when you bring one square on. So.
That's okay then. So you're going to select both the new rectangle and your card base, and we're going to weld, and that's going to take our diamonds out of the middle. Okay, so I'm going to wait for a second while you get that far.
Your mum says hello.
Hello, we're back.
So it was just a low key.
Don't you just love technology? So next I'm going to go in with the path tool. I'm going to come into the middle. I'm going to click once, go to the bottom point, and this will snap to points. Look, so we're going to snap to our middle point. Click once and click again to complete the line, at which point it will turn to a blue line with your little handles. Okay, we're going to go up to where we have our properties up here, and we're going to choose a line dash pattern of the little dots.
You get nano-walker watching as well.
Cool. And we're going to set that to draw. Okay, so we now have our card base. So we want two of these, because one is going to be outside and one's going to be inside. Then we will take this one and we are going to group it. So if I go into my layers so you can see what's going on, I'm going to go group. So that's Control and G on a PC or Command and G on a Mac. And we can then click on the group and we can give it a name, so we can call it card base front. Okay. And then very quickly I'm going to work on this one in here. So what I want to do next is I want to get the halfway point in here. So to do that, I'm going to drop in another square. And this is just literally to get my halfway point. Okay, so we're going to be going down the middle there. So I'm going to take my path tool. I'm going to go from the middle of my top of my arch straight down and do 2 clicks so that we get our line like so. Okay, we're going to delete this rectangle. We're going to click back on this score line. Going to set it to dash and set it to draw. We're going to take a copy of it. So again, we're going to press and hold Alt and we're going to drag it across. And we're going to pop it in the middle. So far so good, hopefully. Then we're going to go back to our path tool. We're going to click on our first score line. We're going to press and hold shift as we go across to our last score line. And we're going to click and click again. Okay, now this one we're going to leave as a cut line. Okay, we're going to drag a copy of that using our Alt and drag, and this time if we press shift it constrains it to a straight line, so we know our cut is exactly beneath the other one. Okay, so at the moment I have Alt and shift pressed and I'm just dragging it down to where I want it. Is everybody okay? If not, say no. So,
If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'm here manning the comments.
So, because this is a straight line, it's going to come up with a diagonal arrow, but it may as well come up with a vertical one. So I'm just going to bring this down so it touches the cut line at a right angle. And same again. So just hold shift while you're doing this to just make sure that everything stays where it should do. Okay, so you should have something that looks like that. If you do at this point, you can give yourself a big round of applause.
Tracy's doing this.
Okay.
Evening, Tracy.
So Tracy, if you want to join in with this one, it may be a bit late for you. I don't know. You can always work through it in the break. So I'm going to try not be too long today, just to give you plenty of time to work through this on your own. So then I'm going to go into text, because if I do that, I've got one thing. Group this.
Tracy was on Switch and her questions never came through.
Oh, we had a few issues, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to call up my card in just so I can...
Was that today, Tracy, or was that yesterday?
Let me just see if it will come on. Hang on. I'm just going to save this because it's acting a bit weird.
I've got comments coming through today from Facebook, coming through to the bar.
Yeah, I was just going to check to see if it's coming through this end. Oh, I don't know, because it obviously wasn't up and running. Okay. So, if we shrink that one up for a second and just lock it, because I don't want to move anything by accident. And same for our card base front. We don't want to move actual base, so we can lock that too. So that's what this little lock here does. Okay. And then if we try and click on it, you'll see it won't let you.
But it's not linked properly because Discord's not going every time.
Okay, something's not right today, is it?
No. What
He's
was your
not
question,
happy.
Tracy? Pop that up now and I'll...
Yeah, if you ask the questions now, we'll try and go over it quick before I carry on to the next bit. Or if anybody else has any questions, I'll zoom out so you can see what you should have so far.
Yesterday they were popping into Discord, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's not doing it this morning.
Okay. I'll see if I can have a look at that and see why it's not linked, because I did that bit, didn't I?
Yeah, but it was still linked yesterday. Even when I reinstalled it, it was working.
Perhaps because it popped, I don't know.
Yeah, we're on the desktop version, Tracy.
Okay.
She was asking which one we were on. We were on the desktop one.
Yeah, we're on the desktop one. It just makes it a bit easier when we're doing lots of things with layers. I will try and do some simple projects in the online one as well. just because I know that we do have users that don't use the desktop one because they're working on an iPad or...
Yes, you figured it was computer one. But
So I thought today I'd try and do something entirely in Canvas rather than going to Affinity first. So we're going to be working on our right hand side of our card outer, and this is going to be the front of our design. So I want to go something a bit funky. So first of all, before I do my text, I'm just going to draw a path. So I'm going to start down in the kind of bottom left corner, right in the corner. I'm just going to click once, and then I'm going to come roughly kind of up and quite a bit to the right, but kind of into the middle of the card-ish. And I'm just going to click and drag, which gives us our handles. And if we press and hold shift, as I said before, you'll make it lock a bit. And don't forget, if we get this bit wrong, it doesn't matter, it's still all editable. And I want to come to about the same kind of distance from here over here. And then we're going to click back to finish our line. We're going to click again, so now we have our points, and we can start to actually edit these and actually go, well, actually I just want that to kind of go there. I want to bring this back in line here, so we've got a, there we go. So you should now have a wavy path. So as long as it looks nice and smooth and kind of almost symmetrical, it doesn't have to be exactly. Okay, we're going to go to text and we're going to type the word, let's go I'm going to stick with awesome for now. Let's go capitals. Okay, and we're going to choose a different font. Because we're going to draw, we can go nice and narrow if we want to. So if you wanted to go for something like Atlanta, which is thinner, you can do. If you want to go for something scripty, you can do. But I want to go for something that is kind of digital-ish. That could be funky. I think I might go for that one. And rather go in 9, I'm just going to go regular. Okay, so when you're happy with your text, select it and the path. Go to edit. And this button down here is fit to path. If you haven't got this on your version of Canvas Workspace desktop, you need to update it, and Ian will tell you how to do that if you just pop a message in the comments. Okay, so then it will fit to path. So you can see here we've got a little bit of weirdness going on. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bit of tweaking with that. It's okay, I'm going to go up to the top here. Trouble is somebody's put a webcam in the way. So I'm just going to go into my vertical alignment and let's go centre. And I'm going to pop my spacing up just a tad. So it fills our line. And I think I'm happy with that. But if you're not, then we can go into our path and see if it'll let me do it now. Come on. It's because it's gone central, isn't it? I can't get to it.
Yeah, click it on.
We don't want that one. just so it's not quite so steep. I'm just going to tweak that, bring it back down.
She loves a new feature, it's so cool.
It is cool. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my text, and I don't know if this is coming across very clearly on the video, but there's a little plus sign just here, and we can use that to drag it backwards and forwards along the line. That's just made that little bit there just that little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to just go back to the group, and I'm even going to do a little bit of a rotate on it. Make a cool roller coaster card this week. If you don't want to do space, you can do roller coaster instead. So I'm going to do another bit of typing, and I'm just going to go for your and you could go for the same style if you want, but I think on this one I'm just going to change it, and they're all going to be slightly different. I think let's go, that's it, just because I want it small. So I'm just going to bring this down and in line with the top of our line here roughly, and I want roughly in line over here, so I can bring this across a bit. Okay, so if I go to our shapes and I bring in an oval, we're going to shrink that right up, and bring over here. Just going to close that back up again just so it's not in my way. And if we do a fill colour, so first of all turn your opacity up to 100, and I'm just going to go in and let's just call it red for now. As with anything, colour is only there to help you, it doesn't make any difference. So I'm going to subtract the text from the oval. Okay, so now if we set this to draw, it's going to draw and fill just that oval shape rather than thinking about the text. So I'm going to pop that to draw. Same on our text. And you'll note I haven't converted this to shapes yet. I'm going to leave that right to the end just in case I want to tweak anything. And I want another copy of the yaw. Just so that we mirror it down here. Start at the bottom there for this one, so we're going to go world. Okay, something a bit bolder. Okay, so with that text, once I'm happy roughly with the size, I'm going to convert it to shapes, and I'm going to divide. So what that does is it takes all of our letters and puts them individually, which means we can start to play with them. Okay, so my W I'm going to make a bit smaller, my O not quite so small, but just going to move it across, maybe a little bit bigger, and our R we're going to put a little bit smaller, not much, and then our L, this is going to be a little bit bigger, and our D we're going to make bigger. Okay, and this is how we can start to build in some basic text warp shapes in Canvas. Okay, so I'm just going to select all of these because it's starting to drop off the bottom of our card a bit, and move it up. Oh, don't forget your text on the path as well. Let's go for that one. That's kind of funky. And it's going to pop in a path. Do I want to do it as a path? Yeah, do it as a path. And if I do it as a dash line, let's see if this will work, just because I want to have it look a particular way. Just going to go to edit, and this has two chances. It may work, it may not work. Just going to reduce this down slightly. Okay, offset outwards. And I'll delete the original line just because I don't need it anymore. That was a good idea, but it didn't work. I want a load of little circles, so I'm going to do this manually, just because I can.
Interesting, aren't you supposed to be making this card for Natalie? It is almost Mother's Day.
No, we've had Mother's Day here.
We have, yes. When was our Mother's Day?
March.
Back in March, yes.
Yeah, just before my birthday. He actually owes me a Mother's Day card, a birthday card.
Your present. Carol's just refound us, I think, and
No, that bit. It was a big birthday as well.
it was stuck here.
So I'm going to zoom right in for this one.
And ours is on Sunday. Here.
Right, that's gonna.
Carol's watching, we got Julie's one.
Okay. So I'm just going to do a Command in J or Control in J.
I've got a chair to build later, Trace, that's my work for today.
It's not even going to duplicate for me today, so I'll do it this way. Okay. And I'm going to select those two. This is the really lazy way of doing it.
I'll put them in between.
And then we can go like that. And duplicate. And then we can go. Oh. There we go. And we need about another 3 or 4. So let's just pinch those ones. There we go. I'm going to go from there
So
to
it's not
there.
lazy, it's smart, I'm just reading this from Carol.
Let's see if this is going to be clever. It'll either get it horribly wrong. Come on. I just want to get those. There we go. Do it that way. There we go. So I'm happy with that now. So I've got.
Oh, bless you, Carol. Yeah, we got it sorted to a certain extent, so we thought we'd come and give it another go. Carol wouldn't think we were going to carry on streaming because of the technical issues. But,
Oh yeah.
we
don't let it get in the way. If it wants to be daft, it can be daft. We'll just carry on regardless.
And just said it's not lazy, it's smart. Couldn't agree more. If they didn't want you to use the tools, they wouldn't have put them there.
Okay. So now we have started the design, and just looking at these, I can now start to go, well, actually that can kind of bunch up a bit there. Our awesome can come down a bit. And the same with your up here, that can come in a bit. And up a little bit. So if you're looking at that and thinking that awesome just needs to tweak slightly, we'll do what we did before, we'll move our text over. Click again to get to our points. I'm just going to bring that down slightly, tweak this bit very slightly, just a little bit there. Then then we can go back to our text, a little plus handle, and just drag it back. So hopefully you have something that looks a bit like that. I'm just going to, again, move it up now that we've done that little bit tweaking with the spacing. And I think I'm going to go to basic shapes. And just need a star or two. So I'm going to come in with a 5-point star to start with.
A little big, that one.
Yeah, just a little big. And I want 3 of them together. So first things first, let's get them in a line. So line to top, check spacing. Then come here. There we go. I'm going to drag it in so it fits within our square here. Then we can size it down just so it's not interfering with anything else. Okay. So I'm getting quite happy with that now. I might just break that apart because I'm not quite happy with where that eye is sitting. So make sure you take the dot of the eye with it, else it'll look a bit weird. And I'm just going to nudge it that way so that eye makes a bit more sense. And same with the F, it just looks a bit weird. And we can even join the two together if we want to. If it'd be good. There we go. And I might just tweak that just very slightly that way. And I'm liking that. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. Once you're happy with your design, we can convert our text to shapes. And ideally, we want to do the same with any other text that we have. So that will already be shapes. Okay, so next colour. What we'll do, if I go too far actually, just divide our text there as well. And I can just do a little bit tweaking. Technically fiddling, but yeah. Just to try and sort out this no.
Tracy says she loves it.
It is a very funky font, this one, I like it. And just bring that across.
Why isn't it off it? Everybody's come on camera.
Probably because not everybody's using like a smartphone or something like that. You need to have a camera on their device to be offered. So I'm just going to tweak that down. So colours are the next thing you need to start deciding, and which bits you're going to want to put the pattern in. So we're going to be sending each of these separately to your machine. So you can start to play with your fill settings when you get to your machine. So in terms of, you can put stripes in it, you can put the grid in it. If you really want to, you can use the triangles, but we don't recommend it.
Tracy loves the whole card, not just the...
Oh, thank you. So with these sections where we've got it solid, that means it'll use whatever fill you have set on your machine at that time. So then it's just down to colour. So the awesome, I was thinking I was going to leave as an outline and maybe do something sparkly with it. So what I'll do is I will...
Can we foil it?
Don't want it that one. Let me take that back out for a minute. So if ever you colour something you want it taken out, just change your opacity. Oh yes, we can do foiling.
Which we're going to foil? We're going to foil the awesome.
Awesome.
You're going to foil the awesome, aren't you?
The awesome's got to be foiled, hasn't it, really?
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll go into layers and I'll group that. So we know it's set to draw here, and we can call that foiling. Might even do it in purple, just because
Have we got some purple?
we have in the coloured packs.
Oh, yeah.
And it's big enough because it's only a 5x5 card, so you can foil it in purple. Might even do the dots in purple actually, because those look cool. So if I just select those
Add them to the group.
and group those into a line for starters, so I can call it dotty line. I'm going to pop that into my foiling group. Set it to draw, and the fill colour I'm going to fill it in the purple and do the line colour in the purple, so I know that those two elements are going to be done at the same time. Same with the yaw and the yaw, because they're same sort of designs, I want to keep them in the same colour, so I'll select those two and group, and we can set that as just colour 1. So if you end up doing lots of these, you can do them in lots of different colours. It's a good way of doing batch making. Originally, I had planned to do this project yesterday.
Yeah, for May the 4th.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to be painting galaxies later with ink. So it's going to be fun. So the world I'm going to do with a pattern. So I want to stick a fill in it, and I will go. Let's colour this layer pink, just so we know it's something different. Okay.
Should we group it as well?
Yeah, I'll group it so that we have colour 2. Which then
the world in silver would be good.
wouldn't it? Oh, 2 lots of foiling though on a card. That's going some, isn't it? Shall we?
First time. Sure.
No, it won't be the first time. Okay, so we'll go foiling colour 2 then. Foiling silver. Let's change that one to foiling purple. Okay. Then I'm going to colour the out of this all in the same colour, even though they're different sizes. So I think I'm going to do that in the black fine liner.
We're going to do this live on camera.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a 3-stream day. Or I might do it across tomorrow. Should we do the drawing in the morning? We could do the drawing tomorrow morning, couldn't we? You reckon? Even with doing the galaxy and the doodling on the die cuts, you reckon we'll get it all done in 2 hours? I think that's pushing it. Okay, and finally we have our stars. I think those are going to end up being forward silver as well, aren't they? Or do I do the stars purple and the dotty line silver? So that you... Because at the moment both of those are purple.
The size of your bit of card.
That's only 5x5 square.
Yeah.
And your foil 6x4.
Yeah, it should be alright.
So we're going to go purple.
You know, it's 2 AM here. Slow.
Okay. So we're going purple with the stars. So they're going to go into that bit.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Do you want me to retrieve that?
Yeah, go on then. Okay, so it's just going to be one of those days, isn't it? Because we've just done the sync and everything else. Ugh. So because I want to pull these dots back out of here, I'm just going to take those and drop them into the foiling silver. And I'll colour those pink just to help have the visual reference. Okay. Just looking at your, and I'm just wondering whether I should adapt it slightly. I'm going to swap to millimeters, and I'm going to go to edit, down to offset. I'm going to go inside and outside, and I'm going to go inward. I'm just going to try and set this down sort of as low as it will go, so it won't go any lower than a millimetre. So let's see if that will work. It's got 2 chances. No. I was hoping I could just tweak it slightly just to not have it quite so close, but hey ho. So,
apologies for the squeaky door.
Yeah, apologies for the squeaky door, it needs oiling again. And that is done. So, Control S, job done. And now it's your turn to go and create yours. So, off you pop, and let's see what you come up with. So, all saved, ready to go. And I may just pop up a copy. Okay. So, shall I? I'll go and do it because you're...
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. So, bear with us one moment. What do we need done for the next stream? For the next stream, you just need to have the file ready up to this point. I will put a copy up so you can check. Tracy, I perfectly understand if you go back to bed, you know. Catch up, get some sleep. Okay, so take care, and we'll see you back here at 2 PM our time. So you have 2 hours in which to do your file.
Or get some sleep, depending on...
Or get some sleep. And in the meantime, you can watch Lou at 12. Pete at 12:30. And we'll see you back here at 2. Take care for now.